Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news for the Formula One. So y'all check this out. Well, it's almost upon us, the first race, but we had qualifying, and I'm just going to blurt it out there. Lewis Hamilton wins the first qualifying. He's on pole position with his 84th pole position. We know that's the most of all time, but it's pretty far. You know, Michael Schumacher's second with 68 pole positions. The highest one that's driving right now is got 55, and that's Sebastian Vettel. So that means he's almost 30 pole positions in front of a legend like Sebastian Vettel. Now, we know last year was a drive for 5 because Sebastian Vettel and Lewis Hamilton both had 4 titles. Now Lewis Hamilton has 5. So, you know, he's driving for something else. So Sebastian Vettel's still for the drive for 5, but Sebastian's going to tell Lewis Hamilton, homie, mix with 6. All right? That's what he's going to tell him. He ain't trying to let him have 6. Now, the qualifying is very significant. There's a few things we have to keep our eyes on. We're checking out Lando Norris, right, in his first Grand Prix, right, qualifying. He comes in, he's at top 10, 8 spot in McLaren Renault. Pretty good for your first time. Kimi Räikkönen, we want to see what he's going to do in Alfa Romeo. They ain't been in there for a long time. Hey, they made the top 10. Kimi's in 9th place. Very significant. And, you know, Haas Racing, right? You know, they came in 6th and 7th with Grosjean and Magnussen, 6th and 7th. Now, you would think, you know, that somebody else would have that 4th spot, but they didn't. Right, that's pretty good. 6 and 7 for Haas right there. Now, when it comes to Ricciardo, right, I'm looking at him, you know, and Renault, him and Hülkenberg. You know, they're supposed to be the 4th best team. They didn't. Either one of them didn't make the top 10. So that's very alarming, right? Very alarming. You gotta check that out. Now, basically, Mercedes was BSing all of us. They tricked us all in that qualifying, not qualifying, but all that testing. We've been knowing that Ferrari looked the best in testing the whole time. That's all you were hearing. Ferrari looked the best. Now, Ferrari, you know, okay, they're 3rd on the grid. Pole positions, Lewis Hamilton. Valtteri Bottas is 2nd. Now, Vettel is 7/10 off the pace. Isn't that a half second over, a half second, something like that? That's a long way back in qualifying. You know, qualifying, nobody joking around with how much gas they have. So that's, you know, your boys, Mercedes, they was playing possum, big time possum, right? You know, Lewis Hamilton got the track record, 120.486 lap record, right? So, you know, they're looking good up there. Let's see how it is in the race. You know how it is. You can get pole position, but in the race, it's a different thing. But that does show Mercedes are definitely rubbing elbows with Ferrari, and right at the beginning, which we didn't think. We thought Ferrari was going to be in front by far, actually. And then, you know, Mercedes would have to catch up during the course of the year. Let's see how that works out. This is very interesting. Let's see how it is. Max Verstappen got 4th. And we're also looking at Leclerc. Leclerc was 5th on the grid. Now, like I always say, I'm always mentioning them. The number 2 drivers, this is the time to make your mark. Early in the season, but basically every number 2 driver landed number 2 behind the number 1 driver on the grid. That keeps happening. You got about 5 or 6 races, number 2 drivers, and you'll be driving for number 1 the whole year. So this is the time to make it happen. That's why the race will be interesting. First race of the year, but let's be honest, first qualifying of the year, Lewis Hamilton, the qualifying Meister. We ain't going to say master, the Meister, qualifying Meister. 84 pole positions. If that wasn't nothing, somebody else would have 80. The next one is with 68. Like I say, every time Lewis Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel hit the track, it's historic. Similar to in tennis, if Federer, Djokovic, or Nadal hits the court. It's historic. So let's start watching history. Congratulations, Lewis Hamilton. Let's see what happens in the race. Doma Sports Talk worldwide. And I'm about to here, y'all.